did this when reporters showed
This
up.
is roommate. Dude's
Man was
roommate.
arrested Monday at a rundown house on Granville Street. This man answered the door there this afternoon.
Can you tell us anything about Rocky?
Yeah, he was a nice guy, and I guess he was up, but get off my property.
As we were leaving, the man attacked us and another TV news crew.
Oh, I'll break those right now.
Hey, don't do anything! Hey! Let go! We're leaving!
I asked you to get off my property.
Hey! We are off the property!
Oh my god! So the case I have for us on deck today caught my eye because it's titled The Skyrim Killer, and it's just strange because the name doesn't go with the person in the thumbnail. None of this really makes sense, and from the description it doesn't seem like any of it makes sense. So it should be very interesting for us to go through this ride. I don't know. I don't know why I felt like going into this, but let's get over into the other screen. Do I have this set up? Do I ever? Okay. You wanna sniff my hair? It smells very nice. I just washed it. Was that yeah, that was creepy. I'm sorry. That was just as creepy as your comment asking to sniff my hair. Hey. Let's go into, is it this screen? I can't remember. No, it's not that screen.
Hey you, and welcome. My name is Mike, and in this whole video we're going to Vancouver.
Yeah.
You know, hey, Canada for a change. I've never been there, but I feel like I have. I can cross it off the bucket list, just like this guy with the really cool name of Rocky Rambo Wei Nam Kam.
That's a name. His name is Rocky Rambo Wei Nam Kam. Wow.
Yeah, dude, okay, we're jealous of your name, obviously. Just like he crossed off his bucket list, you know, maybe video games, reality, say when. He believed life was a video game. Unfortunately for everybody else, it was Mortal Kombat. Because he done mortally combated, you know, it's a whole thing. Let's give it a go.
Alright, so he thought real life was a video game. I wonder if he thought that like for real, or if he like, oh my god, we'll see. I guess we'll see.
To Marpole we're headed, a lovely old neighborhood located right between Vancouver Airport and Vancouver proper. You fly in, it'll be the first place you see. It's an old area inhabited
Marpole.
4,000 years ago. Jeez, you'd think you'd be sick of the place, but no, people are still living there. 25,000 people 4,000 years later. It's a heavily residential area. The demographic is primarily Asian, and to quote, Vancouver is awesome. Promises to attract a younger, hipper demographic. So check it out.
Okay.
Cool dudes. Sounds bodacious. So in
Sounds
little
hip.
old Marpole lived a little old couple. Diana Ma Jones and Richard Jones. Diana was a well-loved, well-respected occupational therapy consultant.
Oh, she sounds nice.
Where she would attach sausage balloons to people's necks.
The sausage balloons. Dude.
She came, we tried a variety of the commercial collars of foam and wire, but they were just too rigid or didn't provide her with enough support. So in the middle of the night, it came to me that we should try air as a dynamic component.
She had gone to school at the University of Alberta, Central Michigan University, before settling down in good old Vancouver.
Mellow.
Oh, she's
You know
so
your
cute.
body best. You know what feels just right. Work it hard through the day. Don't lose it through the night.
She worked first at Vancouver Coastal Health before becoming a consultant herself in 1999, inventing devices which helped the physically disabled. Her
She's
husband,
adorable.
Richard, 68 years old, he was physically disabled himself. Diana and Richard, having been
Dude, that is the sweetest shit. She's over here creating things. Her husband.
married for roughly 40 years.
That's adorable.
In 2017. Diana was also a member of the Razzmatazz, a dance troupe she'd been a member of since she moved to Vancouver 25 years previous.
That is a wholesome lady.
On the 27th of September 2017, a Wednesday, Diana failed to show up for work.
God damn
She
it.
hadn't called.
Mike really knows how to give you like a really happy story about some really wholesome person and then be like, well, and then on this day, this happened to them.
Wouldn't be in, so it was very unlike the 64-year-old Diana to just not turn up. She would let them know she wouldn't be in. She was like the big dog. And so, they started calling the house in Marpole. And the phone would continually ring out. It was a couple of hours into the start of the workday that a co-worker of Diana's, a fella named Anthony, decided he would go over and check on them to see if everything was alright. It wasn't, like at all.
When was the last time you were in touch with her?
Oh, I would have seen her at work yesterday. A lot of co-workers were surprised that she hadn't called in sick. She's not on vacation. It's very uncharacteristic of her. The back door is open. Man, I think there's blood everywhere.
No!
I think I need someone to come over. I'm going to stay at the house. I don't think I should go in. I'm going to assume you need police and ambulance, man. Front door is locked. Back door is open. There's a trail of blood coming.
But why?
coming
She
down
was
the
so
steps.
nice.
And for what it's worth, man, there's a knife in the front pathway. It's in a plastic cover, right? But what kind of made me go around back is there is also a hatchet on the front yard with, like, it looks
A
like
fucking hatchet, dude? What are you talking about?
Not a subtle scene exactly, leaving a bloody hatchet out front and a bloody knife out in the back in plain view for anyone to see. He did eventually go into the house, and it was even worse.
I peeked inside. There looks like there's blood all over the floor, man. I hope I'm overreacting. I hope it's just, I don't know.
No, you're not.
There was a shit ton of blood, a metric shit ton. It was horrific. Both Diana Ma Jones and Richard Jones had been brutally murdered.
Both of them?
This was, as you can imagine, an absolute shock to just everyone. You know, it's in that neighborhood, this nice old couple. Why would this happen?
Officers are combing a full city block, searching for any evidence after a double murder discovered Wednesday inside this Marpole home. Police found the bodies of 65-year-old Diana Ma Jones and her husband,
Yeah,
60-year-old Richard Jones.
I'ma need you to explain the origins.
To discover a clear motive in this event. We don't know if it's targeted. We don't know if it's a random act.
Police went door to door just trying to find anything. They warned the public to be on the lookout, stay frosty. As they, well, it seemed first of all to be, maybe, a home invasion gone awry. And if it happened once, it could happen again. The day before, everything had seemed absolutely grand. Diana had her dance practice, did a bit of shopping, went back to her hubby, nothing untoward. You know, those who saw her said she was in grand form. Richard, much the same. He was buying a few tasty treats at the off-license, and was then back home himself. And it seemed that while they were both out, Killer was in. Well, not exactly in, he was outside, but as the investigation began, it looked like...
Not exactly in my his little comments.
It was when they came home that Tuesday night, what happened. This person somehow gained access to the house. Maybe the front door had been left unlocked, might have followed Diana into the house, where he slit her throat and then hacked and slashed at Richard, leaving more than 100 wounds on his body.
100?
It was obviously very bloody, and there was quite the struggle at the house. Drag marks, bodies moved. They were both found in the shower.
That's excessive.
One thing that was found, and that was kind of weird, was that after the murders, the killer kind of just milled about. He ate a peach, he had some banya, that's milk, and then had a goo, really. Milled about, stole a few books, and then did a legger in Diana's car, which he took it and drove. There's something about peaches and milk that's just kind of gross. But see, that was the thing.
Peaches and milk. That's a weird snack to have after you just murder 2 people. Peaches and a glass of milk. I don't know.
Just like I said, just a few books and the car. The car would later be found about like 12 hours after the police discovered the scene. Jewelry remained, laptops, TVs, valuables you think would be stolen. That's when the, a home invasion, breaking and entering gone wrong, that kind of lost steam. And now it seemed worse than that.
It's very rare. A double homicide in our city is rare. A homicide that's not connected to the criminal lifestyle, I would say, is even more rare.
Residents are now being asked to call 911 if they see anything suspicious.
I feel so
or
bad
if
for
they have a
them.
gut feeling that something just isn't right.
Whoever did this, they were no pro, let me tell you. As I said, they found Diana's car within a few hours, a couple of blocks from the house. It had been dumped. At the scene, they found DNA. They found it around the house and under Diana's fingernails.
Oh,
it didn't
no.
match Diana, it didn't match Richard, or anyone else they already had in their system. Also, the hatchet they found in the garden. The hatchet that, the murder weapon. It still had its barcode on it, so they could trace when and where it had been purchased from.
Oh my god.
They traced a suspect quite quickly, and they saw him buy the hatchet, gloves, and a hat in early September.
Sir.
They also had footage of this guy dumping Diana's car.
All the footage.
However, they had no idea who this guy was. They started staking out the Marpole area and Canadian Tire, where the hatchet and other items had been purchased from.
Who is he?
It was at the end of October, so about a month after the murders, that an officer, having the flyer of this guy, looked up and eyeballed him. Recognized instantly. But they had to be sure they needed hard proof, like DNA, to see if it matched what was found under Diana's fingernails.
Bro, they just see him walking down the street. Every day when you're walking down the street. Oh my god.
They started following this guy and learned his name. Rocky Rambo Wei Nam Kam. That's on his birth certificate. It's real name, yeah. No wonder he became a killer. His parents obviously hated him. As far as the police knew, he had no relationship with the Joneses. They were strangers.
They were just random ass people. You just go into their house and murder them for no fucking reason. Who are you, bro?
No criminal history, nothing was known about him. This guy's a ghost. Kinda literally. So he was suspect number 1. They knew his name. They knew where he lived.
Oh my god.
That was it. Even following him was difficult. Because they know where to follow him too. They shadowed him and they watched him for about 2 weeks. During that 2-week span, he left his home 3 times. Just going down to the shops. Stayed inside like pretty much all the time.
What? Son, who are you?
To get his DNA was like so. One of the times he did come out, a cop, undercover, went up to him and asked him for help opening a water bottle. He obliged. Kind soul. He used his teeth to open the water bottle. I'd be like, nah, it's fine. You can keep it. And that was that. They had him. It matched the DNA on that water bottle from his teeth marks.
What the fuck, bro?
Matched what they found at the house. He was arrested and charged.
Sir. Sir. opened a water bottle with his mouth for an officer that asked him to open a water bottle for him. I'm so Hey Enigma, how you doing? I can't believe this shit. So we're just watching the Skyrim Killer. This dude killing two very nice strangers in their house. I can't believe this.
Charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in November 2017. Count. Well, he was born in Hong Kong on the 2nd of August 1992.
Dude.
He moved to Calgary when he was a teen and studied economics at the University of Alberta. I mean, look, after all he did, is it any surprise he's a Patriots fan? Not really much is known about Rocky himself, other than, by the way, what his roommate...
No worries, dude. Lurking is wonderful. Thanks for saying hi.
His roommate said he was a nice guy.
Monday at a rundown
Why?
house on
Why would you do
Granville
that?
Street. This man answered the door there this afternoon.
Can you tell us anything about Rocky?
Yeah, he was a nice guy, and I guess he was up. But get off my property.
As we were leaving, the man...
Yo, he's so mad. Oh my god, I need to see that again.
His roommate said he was a nice guy, much like his roommate who did this when reporters showed
This
up.
is roommate. Dude's
man was
roommate.
arrested Monday at a rundown house on Granville Street. This man answered the door there this afternoon.
Can you tell us anything about Rocky?
Yeah, he was a nice guy, and I guess he was up. But get off my property.
As we were leaving, the man attacked us and another TV news crew.
I'll break those right now.
Hey, don't do anything! Hey! Let go! We're leaving!
I asked you to get off my property.
Hey! We are off the property!
Oh my god.
So 25...
Dude, okay, in that guy's defense, like not when you put hands on those people. Don't put hands on people. That's fucked up. But imagine you had no idea that this dude was out here killing people and you're living with this man? Imagine finding out that that's happening. Oh my god. I would lose my shit. Like, I've been living with this guy for God knows how long, and he's out here fucking, like, just randomly murdering people that are nice people. And I thought that he was a nice guy, and he's fucking crazy. And he's just out here killing people. It could have been me. Oh my god.
5 years old, has one older brother
That's crazy.
and one younger sister, not particularly close with either. They both also live in Canada. He had moved to Vancouver during the summer of 2017 to, quote, try his luck. Bummer, he wasn't having much luck. He was unemployed at the time, having trouble getting a job-yo, though how hard was he really trying? Because finding a job, it's difficult, and it was not his passion. Not at all, let me tell you. You know what his passion was? Video games.
Oh
I want to
no.
play video games, but well, that's not much of a choice.
That's I love video games too, baby, but that's not a passion.
No, we don't have a lot of video games, Rocky. That's true.
Specifically, Skyrim. Yeah. You're looking at the Dragonborn himself. But come on, I think at the end of the day, we all know who the real
And they don't have those in prison.
Dragonborn is. This guy.
Oh my. No, Mike. No, Mike. Oh, he came for that guy. Oh shit.
Have a seat. I think Chris has just gone to get you some water.
Okay.
So like I explained to you, the conversation there was private. I'm still recording this. I'm going to switch this off in a minute when I'm done. This interview room is being audio and video recorded.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and your full name, Rocky Rambo Wade.
Okay, looks directly at the camera.
Yeah, can.
Yes.
Yeah, you're laughing. Why are you laughing?
I don't like that.
Oh. You don't like all of the names or some of the names?
Rocky Rambo. Do you know Rocky Rambo?
Well, I know a Rocky Rambo,
You
yeah.
look like Rocky Rambo, do you?
Not much, no.
Ah.
Is that well, that's obviously the name of your parent.
That must be very triggering for him. Having been named Rocky Rambo, probably going through life and having that thrown in your face over and over, like, Rocky Rambo. Do you look like Rocky Rambo?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Kids are mean.
Huh?
Kids are mean.
Ah, you see, kids are mean. He probably got bullied for that a lot.
Yeah.
So well.
Oh well, you know.
Well, but everyone could. Yeah, after they know my name, they could surely know me. Like
But that doesn't mean you can go kill people.
Rocky Rambo.
Who?
Oh, that guy.
When you meet people, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Rocky Rambo. Oh, sure. Yeah, that guy, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's not. It's quite an unusual name.
So, Rocky was brought into the interrogation room. I hope you like mouth sounds.
No. I hate mouth sounds. Like with a passion. Stop it. Boy. Oh my god, I'm gonna flip a table, bro.
I really wish the interviewer hadn't brought him in a chicken sandwich. I just want you guys to know, the interview is about 9 hours long. I had to listen to the entire thing.
No! Okay, Mike, he's the real MVP because...
And he eats through quite a lot of it, or just makes general mouth sounds. I nearly lost my marbles.
I can't, let me tell you, I can't listen to the sound of like people smacking their mouths or like tongue, anything of like people doing like, no.
The interview mainly consists of this.
Here they are here. Do you recognize those folks?
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have nothing to say.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything to say.
I hate when people do that. You know why you're here, sir. You know why you're here.
Okay. I have nothing to say.
I had nothing to say.
I don't want to talk about it. I have nothing to say.
You are wasting people's time.
I have nothing to say. I don't want to talk about it.
I totally respect your position. That you at this point you don't want to talk about it, but you might change your mind, and I'm going to suggest you probably will.
I don't think so. I have nothing to say. Nothing to say.
Come on, Rocky. That just can't be your response to this.
Nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
My God. All he has to say is I have nothing to say.
Please don't laugh at this.
It's just funny that I just keep saying I have nothing to say.
Yeah, Rocky.
That's not funny, bro.
Real funny. So funny, the interviewer eventually loses her patience and flips out.
Look at that and say, I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about me. I know you got my DNA under her fingernails, but fuck her. Who gives a shit about her?
Seriously, if I was her, I would have lost my shit too. Like, we have your DNA under this woman who has been obviously slaughtered. And all you have to say is, I have nothing to say. Sir.
It's a shit about this guy. I'm good. Like, how is that? Like, how are you doing that? How are you sitting there saying, no thanks? You know, Rocky, I can sit there and I can feel that you are feeling something. I can see that you're emotional. Why aren't you taking this chance to at least express remorse? Maybe today you're not ready to talk about the whole ugly story.
Come
But
on.
at least say you're sorry. For what?
For what? Oh my god. Fucking throw the suitcase at your face. Bro, you got a whole chicken sandwich. You sat there and ate it. You... The audacity. I didn't kill anybody. How did your DNA miraculously get under those nails? Please explain.
Rocky never confessed, broke, admitted, nothing.
Never?
I'm not sure if you understand the magnitude of the largeness. You know that word, good.
I'm just waiting for your word.
Yeah, you know the magnitude of what's going to happen and what's going on. I mean,
Murder is serious, right?
No.
You should.
Murder is serious, right? Oh my god.
But I really have nothing to say.
I got you on video doing those things, so I don't want you to sit there thinking this is nothing. I don't have to worry about this. You have to worry about this, Rocky. It's not a laughing matter.
Take some grass. Have a dinner.
Is he okay? Like, is his brain fine? Like,
Anyway, I could make this end.
No, it's not. It's not going away. It's not gonna end anytime.
his brain is confusing to me.
What was going through his head, quite frankly, your guess is as good as mine. We've got no information whatsoever to tie the victims to the accused.
Police were not expecting this to be the guy. He's just a kid who really, really loves video games and comics and all that. Nothing bad in his history, nothing that would point to what was done. When it came to trial, Rocky's defense, essentially, it came down to this.
I'm afraid your journey ends here, traveler.
Is this real life?
Why, yes. Yes, it is. He still thought he was in Skyrim. There was no real motive, or at least he didn't know himself. He didn't know himself or know himself.
Rambo Waynam Cam was soft-spoken. He appeared unemotional, his evidence a matter of fact. Cam's first language is Cantonese, but he chose to give his evidence in English. Cam told the court he was walking down the street September 26, 2017, when he saw Diana Ma Jones taking groceries out of her car. He said he pulled out his hatchet and a pocket knife while hiding behind a tree. I ran to the door. I believe she tried to close the door, but then I tried to bust my way in using force. As soon as Mr. Jones walked into kitchen, I stab him. I just keep stabbing him. It goes on for a while. Thought in my head, how come he didn't die? When he tried to stand up, I'm not sure if I stab him or push him to floor. Go to living room, pick up hatchet. I use hatchet and chopped him on the neck. Defense counsel Glenn Orris told the court Cam suffered from a mental disorder at the time of the killings. He thought he was in a video game, and within the game, he attacked and killed the couple. Defense says Cam has no prior history of violence.
Sir.
It was the only defense manifested. The only one attempted because it just happened. There was nothing to point to why. No mental health issues, nothing like that. He didn't even steal much from the house, even though he was broke. He just stayed at home, played video games, read comics, went out, killed a couple who lived
You did this for
roughly
no
a mile
reason.
from his house, and then went back, played more games, and read more comics. The defense argued for manslaughter, not murder, but murder is what he got.
Yeah, cause he deserves murder. This is not manslaughter. You did this for no fucking reason.
First degree. He was sentenced to life in prison with no parole for 25 years.
You deserve no parole
Now,
ever.
in this whole one, you'll get a lot of people blaming video games for
No.
what he did. But I mean, if it wasn't video games, it would have been something else.
I want to play video games, but well, that's not much of a choice.
No, video games is not to blame for this because there are so many people in the world that know that there is a line between video games and reality. A lot of us know that we can't just go into someone's house and just fucking kill them because we fucking feel like it. This is the real world. We're not just gonna fucking go and do that. But this guy, for some reason, thought that he could go and kill somebody and use that as his excuse as to why he did it. That's no.
No, we don't have a
That's
lot
not
of
an
video
excuse.
games. That's true.
Movies, then. Any form
There's
of
something else
entertainment,
wrong with
really,
you.
They would have blamed the comic books he was reading.
Yeah.
Video games, yeah, just tend to be an easy scapegoat.
Exactly.
His favorite video game was Skyrim. Pretty tame, I would say, as video games go. But I guess he really did think, he was the Dovahkiin and the Joneses were dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even dastardly Alduin itself, who, as we all know, was the Dragonborn's sworn enemy. What? Sorry. No idea. I play football, and I'm too cool to know about those things I just talked about. Rocky
Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Nerd.
Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you taking the time to be here with me. Sure, here, go on. I'll see you as always real soon.
Thank you,
in
Mike.
the next one. Until then, please take care of yourselves.
Honestly, I was not expecting them to be strangers. I thought, for whatever reason, that he would be somehow related to the victims. And then he wasn't. And it made me angrier about what he did. The senselessness of a killing obviously makes it, like, it kind of brings in a level of, like, it just makes me even more upset about it, because it's like these people were just like living their lives. They didn't even expect this to ever happen to them, and this woman was just trying to take care of her like disabled husband, and this dude just comes out of nowhere and just kills both of them. Like, why would you do that? Fuck that guy. Just fuck that guy. Oh shit. Okay.